I did feel so good this year. Dan Quinn is just a phenomenal coach. He took care of me like unbelievably. He told me during OTAs, you're going to kill yourself in practice if we don't take care of you. So you have no say in this matter, but you're not practicing on a Wednesday this year. No matter what you want to do, you're not practicing on a Wednesday. At first, it was hard. It's week one or coming off a Thursday game. And I had 10 days to recover. It's like, Coach, I can go out there and practice. Like, I'm fine. He's like, no, this is a long season. We need you at your best on Sundays. It's not about Wednesdays. That this really isn't your decision. And in 6 weeks, if you don't like it, we can reevaluate it. And so for him, just to kind of take that off my plate as a player and say, no, this is the plan, I really appreciated that. He's a great communicator, so authentic, and just, he cares about you as a person.
Yeah, you really get that sense. I remember visiting Atlanta before I went to New England. It came down to Dan and Bill. And honestly, I loved just sitting there with him. You could tell that everything's about competition, like in a good way, right down to like he brought that Pete Carroll kind of vibe down to Atlanta. I wonder if you got a sense of that same thing up in Washington.
Like we did this bag drill every single day of practice where it was like offense versus defense right after stretch line. Everyone had to run over. The offensive coaches were on one side. The defensive coaches were on the other. And it was literally just like 4 bag drills. Everyone had to go through it on offense and defense. And the winner, everyone knew who won, but at the start of the next day, that was the first thing up on the board. Hey, who won bags and who won the competition period for the day? And so everything was about competition for him. And I think that's what makes him such like he's constantly finding ways that are unorthodox. Like everyone knows when you're going ones against the ones in training camp or OTAs, like, yeah, you're going to go. But what about on a Tuesday in May or Tuesday on April 10th? How do you get these guys going? And so for me, he's just so authentic. He was probably the best I've been around in terms of his weekly messaging, in terms of what buttons to push, how to get what he wanted across each and every week. And so, yeah, phenomenal.